C2E2. Hey everybody, welcome back to the WrestleZone Facebook Live channel here. It's me, Nick Hausman, joined by the beautiful Taya and Melissa Santos from Lucha Underground, guys. So what is it like to be here at C2E2? What's the reaction Lucha Underground's been getting from the fans so far?
Well, our day is just getting started, so I'm really excited for us to kind of get to see a lot of the fans, because right now we're just here with you and doing interviews, but it's been very positive so far, and the response, everyone's really excited to see us, as are we.
Absolutely. You know, one of the big topics this year, I feel like at Comic-Con, is how comics are more for women now, right? Like, it used to be comics were just like a guy's medium, right? You know, and more women are being exposed to comics now. I feel like Lucha Underground is doing an amazing job of the same thing with wrestling for women. I mean, you all, there's the women's revolution going on right now, but you're in there with men and things like that.
Yep.
Right?
Hence I'm accompanied to the ring by my pink Band-Aid.
I was going to announce her accompanied to the ring by her pink Band-Aid.
What is that like? I mean, when you first heard kind of the idea behind this, you'd have men and women in the ring.
Honestly, I'm an athlete, and I think that women deserve the same respect that men do in all facts of life.
Yeah.
But in the ring, specifically, in my situation, I've been wrestling in Mexico for 5 years, and
right,
in Mexico, the intergender thing is not a new thing. That's been going on forever. So this idea of like the women's revolution and us being taken seriously and we're being put against men, and I'm like, well, we've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
So I'm like this, so I'm really excited because now like everyone's eyes are being open to something that I've always loved, and I've always loved, wrestling guys and stuff. And I just think that we're as vicious as they are. So
yeah, right. Absolutely. I mean, is there anybody that you haven't got a chance to mix it up with yet that you'd really like to chance to like?
I can't give you any spoilers.
Right. That's what I'm not saying.
I know.
I'm not asking you to give away the farm here, right? Just
there are some matches in season 3 that have not come out yet. Where La Buena Loca, where
I can't even give it like the chicken.
I can't even because I'm excited for you guys to see it. But there's a lot of really cool stuff that's coming up, and as well for Miss Santos.
Tell us, what do you want people to know about you in Lucha Underground?
Just keep watching Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
there's so much going on, and that's why when we heard about the mid, like the halt, right, mid-season, I guess,
right,
hiatus.
Sure.
We were like, no, because there's so much. I believe like the evolution of there's a lot changing character-wise and evolving, and in a different way than it's been seen. In season 1 and season 2. So it's exciting because now everybody gets to really see it. Now we're not just on El Rey anymore.
We're on Netflix, and I just want everybody to really, go on Netflix, watch season 1 and 2, go watch it, and then
right now, go
Lucha and chill,
and go
Lucha and
go
chill.
at it.
Now that is something I wanted to ask you guys about. Like, you bring up the Netflix thing. I mean, binge watching wrestling, that's never been a thing before. I mean, are you guys hearing from fans that this is like I killed my whole weekend?
Constant revolution. Yeah, people, and then they'll message us like, I'm just watching.
Me late for work.
I'm watching season 2 for the 5th time, and I'm binge watching. I don't leave my house anymore.
Sure.
Thanks. I'm like, you're welcome. Keep watching.
We were both just at WrestleCon in Orlando, and the response was like super, super positive, because there were all these people that had never really seen the product and who now are getting like a little bit caught up. And I'm like, you gotta keep watching it and keep doing what you're doing, because season 3 is like it's hotter than ever, and then we'll come back for season 4, and we're gonna be like,
I know. It's like I feel like I'm just gonna let you talk, right? I'm like just let him go right now. They're saying,
do you want to get us fired?
No, we can't talk.
I'm not trying to get anybody fired
here,
right?
You want us here, right?
I've seen what happens when you cross management in Lucha Underground, and I don't want to get thrown to a cage and eaten by somebody or something like that.
You don't want matons that are
Cueto makes people disappear.
Yes, I know exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna let you do all the talking so that I can. All right, we're almost through season 3, season 4 on the horizon. What is it like doing a show more like a traditional television show, like a wrestling show, where it's not week to week? Do you like knowing things are kind of scripted or decided much further in advance, and you have like a better idea?
It's difficult.
Yeah,
I think it's really difficult because in AAA we film twice a month for TV, because there's like a few episodes that are like done at the same time.
Right.
And you kind of just what's going on, and it's constantly evolving. And I think as performers,
there's a lot of waiting.
There's a lot of waiting, and it's difficult because as performers and artists, you want to keep performing, and a lot of things for me, like I want them to see it now, because that's what.
And then sometimes you're like, wait, hold on, what?
I can't see anything.
Yet,
okay,
so it's like that we have those moments. So that's like remember.
That's difficult, but at the same time, it's so cool because we have like these really cool vignettes and these different things that
it's innovative.
It's innovative and different. and what you've ever seen before, and we're what people are talking about because we're different and we're cool and we're awesome, and I'm like so excited for you guys to see it.
Oh my God! All right, well, Taya, Melissa, thank you guys so much for chatting with me. I know there's like a whole bunch of press people standing around right now. By the way, we one of our viewers here from Japan right now watching in live right now.
Arigato!
So if you guys are liking the stream, give the thumbs up here, and I guess like. Are we more cycling out now? No? Yes? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cool.
Adios.
Thank you, ladies. Oh, wonderful. I feel like we buttoned that, and I don't want to get you guys fired. So, yeah, right? All right, I don't... stick around here, guys. We got another interview coming up here in just a second. I'm kind of just, like, playing the waiting game. I guess, like, we don't have to be done, right? Like, I mean, we can just sit here and, like, hang out and talk about whatever.
Check us out on El Rey Network.
So, I'll ask you... So, this is WrestleZone. So, we got... Who's your, like, dream, like, WWE diva? Like, there's one woman on that roster. Who'd you love to have a match with?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, see, it doesn't exist. All right, never mind. I guess not. See, I'm trying to get him in trouble, right?
We're in trouble now.
I know, right? Cool. Johnny Mundo. I just talked to this guy a couple days ago. Hi, Johnny. Yes, good to see you again, my friend.
Pasta.
Yes, K-Pasta here. Oh, look, I got this gimmick. Isn't this fun?
Ooh, it's a little gimbal.
You want to play with it?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, right? It's like a stabilizing device no matter where, right? We go around here. First,
I like it.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's got a little trigger. Are you going to hold it?
Oh, you can hold it.
I can. I mean, it's nice.
I mean, I'm gonna keep doing this.
Sure. I mean, you give somebody toys, right? They just like to play around with them. So we're live here.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, this is live.
We're live on
Lucha Underground rules.
Yeah. See, exactly.
Thanks, JoJo.
JoJo said that, right?
Yeah.
So we've got a chance right here, right now, to kind of engage with the people out there, right? They're going to ask some questions on the interwebs here. You're, by the way, doing a great job. Is the grip here?
Were the expectations low?
I'm
just holding the phone.
Yeah, it's true. Do you want me to take it back?
You can take it back.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm getting. This is
Scoot this way. I feel like we're cutting off the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have no idea what the order is here right now. All right, so guys, yes, if you've got questions for Johnny Mundo, hop into the comment section down here, leave them there, and we'll ask them to Johnny here. Just a lot of people saying
I've had a lot of coffee.
Just a lot of people asking. By the way, first of all, before we get to talk about Lucha Underground, check out this fanny pack.
Oh.
I feel like this is a really inappropriate thing to be doing right now on camera, but
What do the comments say?
the comments say
That was appropriate.
That's
That's
watching.
what the comments said, Adriana. They like it.
Love watching Lucha Underground in the UK, and Mundo fighting in WCPW needs to come back. But they watch you in the UK. Lucha Underground everywhere, right?
Yeah, so Lucha Underground is everywhere. We've got fans all over the world. WCPW in the UK, 5-Star Wrestling in the UK. All the places that I wrestle when I go to the UK are big fans of Lucha, and they're really excited for Lucha to be on television in the UK, as am I.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, Lucha's not just on TV now. You guys are on Netflix. You guys are doing everything.
We're taking over the internet.
Right, taking over the internet. The product's getting more exposure now, right?
Yeah.
Like, what is the thing you like to hear most from fans when they tell you that, like, they're watching Lucha Underground? What's, like, your personal favorite compliment about the show?
You know what? I like it when people watch Lucha Underground and they compliment the show as a whole. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, and I guess selfishly, I like it when they compliment me.
Sure.
Even though usually when I get a compliment in Lucha Underground, it's like, oh man, you can still wrestle. I'm like, that's kind of a compliment mixed with a little bit of a neg at the beginning of that statement.
But here's the thing about you is I know you're an infinitely creative guy. You do improv out in LA, right?
Yeah.
You're making movies. Like, is this more your wheelhouse, like this style where they give you a script and you kind of know well in advance, where your character's going and things like that?
So this is specifically exactly the combination of all my interests. The wrestling part of Lucha Underground is wrestling just like any other wrestling promotion.
Yeah.
We're wrestling live to tape in front of a crowd. There's no redos or second takes with the wrestling.
Right.
The vignettes that stitch the show together.
Yeah, because you're like an
are
action
scripted.
star. Yeah, you kick ass all the time on that show. Yeah,
Yeah.
great. Awesome.
And that stuff we shoot like a TV show with coverage, and they put it together like a TV show or a film. And
Right.
like you said, I've done 15 films now.
Right, I know.
A bunch of TV shows, and I've told you about this already.
Right.
The thing I'm most excited about is a movie called Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Yes, I've
We're having a screening of it tonight.
the trailer for this movie, by the way. Oh, is it Chicago?
Tonight after this.
Oh, maybe I'll come. Okay,
Please do.
I would like to do that.
You can bring
actually.
the gimbal.
I'll bring the gimbal. We'll talk around there. But the trailer for that movie is insane because you're using all your parkour stunts or skills.
Specifically, what I wanted to do with Boone was make a movie that combined parkour, pro wrestling, and good old-fashioned 80s movie-style action.
Sure, over the top.
I've done so many movies where they're like, okay, you're gonna have a sword fight with this guy, or we want you to be a master of Jeet Kune Do,
Yeah.
which I'm a huge fan of. But
Sure.
honestly, I'm an amazing pro wrestler. I've done that for 15 years. I have not done 15 years of Jeet Kune Do.
No.
So
okay.
when it comes to like doing the hand trapping type stuff,
okay, yeah.
I'm not as great as that as I am at wrestling.
Okay.
Which is why I think Boone works so well. It's all the things that I'm best at.
Yeah.
Goofy one-liners, comedy, action, huge wrecks, parkour, wrestling, and some cool stunt choreo. Boone has a bit of like a brawler MMA style about him.
Well, and that's the thing is like Dog the Bounty Hunter, that thing's like not been a thing for a while. So this is really this is your chance to take that market, right?
It's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Talk to Dog and Beth about Boone. They're excited about it.
Have you talked to Dog and Beth about it?
On Twitter.
Wow.
They're excited for it to come out.
They're like the most famous bounty hunters in the world. So.
I mean, top 3.
Yeah.
Dog, Beth, and Boone, I would say.
Here, wait. Let's go back here. People have said things. I like how this is a thing to promote Lucha Underground. That's good.
Comments about other stuff.
Yes, that's good. Oh, Impact
Wrestling.
Yes, no, so wait, that's out there. That's public domain, right?
Yeah.
Lucha Underground, AAA, Impact, kind of like melding together, right? A little bit.
Rumors are out there, certainly, that talent is going to be exchanged from AAA to Impact, from Lucha Underground to both those places.
Right.
I definitely cannot confirm the truth of that. I know that there's a relationship between Lucha Underground and AAA, but the Impact thing, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, I think it would be cool if Lucha Underground talent could wrestle other places, because it seems like we'd get this weird sort of talent exchange invasion type thing that would be real.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be one company invading itself with 2 different brands.
Right.
It could be a couple different companies legit invading each other with legit different talent and matchups that you've never seen before.
Absolutely. Is there anybody, let's say hypothetically the scenario you laid out comes to pass, right? Hypothetically. Is there anybody right now on that Impact roster you think that you'd have a classic with? Because it's a pretty good roster right now.
EC3.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
Oof.
Both those guys.
Yeah.
I wrestled Bobby a bunch of times at OVW when we were coming up together, but now he's developed into such a more polished wrestler, and I've developed a different style than I had back when I was Johnny Nitro. I think we'd tear it up together for sure.
Yeah.
But also I would love to do something with some of the guys from New Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Okada, for sure. Been a fan of the Young Bucks for a long time. Kenny Omega, obviously, everyone's talking about him. But the sleeper, I think, that would be really sweet if we got him to come to Lucha Underground would be Bryan Daniels.
Oh, man. Daniel
Bryan.
Daniel Bryanson. Now, but that's the thing is, like,
Daniel Bryan.
He's really playing up how, like, he wants to have another wrestling match, right?
Right.
And, like, he's on TV, so one would think that his contract is winding down at some kind of a pace, right?
And I'm not watching super closely, closely enough to know if that's a work or storyline or not.
Sure, yeah. Fun to think about, though, right?
I hope it's legit.
I hope so, too.
I hope it's legit and he comes to Lucha Underground.
Oh, man, yeah.
He's a super talented guy, very positive guy, and he'd tear it up with this roster.
Oh, we got to wrap it up. Last question here that I got asked earlier, I have to ask from Michael. How are things at the Palace of Wisdom?
Ooh, the Palace of Wisdom is really just a state of mind. And in here, everything's a little bit crazy.
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it, man. Awesome. We're going to get our next talent here as we roll through, guys, onto the next one. I guess, I'll let you know about the movie. I didn't know that was happening tonight.
You stop it? No, you paused it.
I did. We're still live. This is all live.
Oh, well, then we'll... So, it's...
didn't mean to
the movie
back. Okay.
The movie is tonight, 8 p.m., Showplace Icon, which is like a couple miles from here.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Okay. Oh, I live
from here. I live in Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I'm here.
Dude, come for sure.
Yes.
Actually, come for sure and bring the gimbal.
I'll bring the gimbal. Yeah.
I need all the media attention we can get.
Absolutely.
Ray's going to be there.
Okay.
Green Power Ranger David Frank.
Oh, cool.
Melissa. Maybe she'll be wearing one of these.
Delightful.
And
I gotta get one of these fanny packs.
Oh, yeah.
See, they don't want to leave, right? They know that this is what wrestlers do.
We need to get pulled.
Oh, cool. Rey Mysterio next, guys. Okay. Yes, sorry, I'm kind of wandering because of the gimbal. All right. We're getting Rey Mysterio next year on camera, so don't go anywhere, guys. Rey's gonna come over, start wrapping up. If you got questions for Rey Mysterio, ask them right now. Put them into the comment section, and then I'll start rifling through questions for Rey when he gets over here. We got a lot of people on the stream right now. If you're enjoying the stream, please give us some big thumbs up. Give us the smiley faces. Share it out. Those things are very, very helpful. And, I wanted to see you brought up the podcast. Mundo, Johnny Nitro, what used to be Eric Bischoff's
assistant on Monday Night Raw. I wanted to ask him about that. But all right, yes, questions for Rey. If you've got questions, Rey, do you keep in touch with Eddie's family? Great question, Rey. Are you going to return to Let's not do the "Are you going to return to WWE" question, because that's not really like what they want here right now. It's the Lucha Underground thing. But I'll ask it just so we can find out. How's your son's training coming along? What would a 619 style pizza be like? These are great questions. Keep them coming in, guys. Would Rey wrestle in the Philippines? For sure. Great question. Anything. Keep them coming, guys. Any questions you have for Rey Mysterio? I see Rey right there. He's got one of his beautiful masks on here. I don't want to flip it around. I'm trying to play by the rules here right now and not get anybody in trouble. What's next for Rey with Lucha Underground? Great question. Line up any questions you have for Rey Mysterio right now. All right. Hi, Rey. Nice to meet you. I'm Nick Hausman from WrestleZone. Yeah, here we go. This is we're live already. Yeah, here I'll move you. I don't want to be in their shot. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get the
logo
in the back. Yeah,
here, we'll do this. We'll do it at an angle here. Hi, Rey.
What's up? How you doing?
Good, man. Thank you very much for taking the time. We're live here on WrestleZone's Facebook page right now. So we've got fans that are asking questions right now.
Bring them on.
We're gonna answer some of their questions, and then that's it. We're gonna have a party. We're having a good time.
Let's do it.
Before I get to their questions here, Rey, we're here for Lucha Underground.
That's right.
You have had quite evolution in wrestling, right? We've seen it with the Hardys. We've seen it with so many. How has the evolution of Rey Mysterio and Lucha Underground felt for you?
Well, the evolution right now is for me to not fall behind, because the competition on Lucha Underground is just incredible, man.
I know Prince Puma, Pentagon, Phoenix, the whole. I mean, it's great.
It's either I stay up on my A game, or I'm gonna have to retire soon because I can't catch up with these guys, man.
Right.
It's incredible. I'll tell you, I had a great match with Prince Puma in season 2. And I don't want to give away for the fans that haven't seen it.
Sure.
But incredible competitor. Potential to become a big superstar.
Yeah.
Big superstar.
Why do you say that? What is that special it factor there that you see in him?
You know, to be able to perform at the level that he performs, to be able to execute the moves that he executes is just incredible. So when you see talent like that, you got to take advantage of it. You got to recognize it, and you got to let them know. And he's definitely one of the guys that is, for me, one of faves to work with, and that has a lot of potential to become the next superstar.
That's incredible, Rey. I mean, and you know, you've really been such a big jewel in the crown for Lucha Underground. I mean, there's some great talent, but when you came along, I feel like a lot of people really got more interested, excited. There was that big tease at the end of season 1, right? I don't want to spoil it, I should say, right? Like, I don't want to.
There was something there. Stay tuned.
And I remember I had Kristen Joseph on WrestleZone at the time, and I was like, is it Rey? And he's like, oh, it's just a question. A question mark can be anything, right? What was it like to get that reaction from the fans when they found out you decided to take this journey?
It was incredible, man. I remember being in the tunnel waiting for Melissa Santos to announce my name, and I could just hear from San Diego, California, and the fans were like, no, yes, really? Is it no? And when she mentioned my name, man, that just, it tore down. I had chills. It was such an awesome vibe that, it's hard to even repeat that again. You can't top it.
It was it really was. It was this perfectly organically built thing. The tease, the breadcrumbs were right there. You guys were like so good about playing coy about it, because, with you can, I guess, kind of have pick of the litter, I would think, right? I mean, I would imagine you're getting offers from a lot of people. I know I asked people for questions. I got it about 100 times. Are you ever going to go back to WWE? Obviously, right now, not possible.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now very, very much. I truly believe that there's a reason for me being where I'm at right now.
Right.
My schedule is completely at a 75% reduced, and I think that has given me longevity in my career. I'm able to keep doing this a couple more years more, and I think that was a priority. That and to be able to spend family time, man. My kids are grown now.
Well, one of your son is training to be a wrestler, right? I think I saw photos on Instagram or something about that.
That's true. He just turned 20 2 weeks ago, and we started training in February. So that's going along very well. It's going to be a long procedure. It's not going to be short. He's going to have to really soak everything in. But I truly believe that if he has the potential to be part of this business, you know, to me it's going to be incredible to present him out to the crowd.
How is he handling the pressure of, like, I mean, you're you, right? Like, I always like to do a little prep for interviews and stuff, and just even pulling up your name. Like, I, you know, obviously grew up watching you. Like, I know a lot about you, but you look at what you've done, Ray, and it's, I mean, it's insane.
Right.
Most people do not have that right up. How is he dealing with the pressure of that? You know,
I don't think it's really hit him yet. You know, he's been getting a lot of pep talks by my peers and people that I've worked with for so many years. They let him know, you know, it's not going to be easy, and he answers. He knows exactly what they're talking about, but I don't think it's hit him yet, and that will eventually come. And I hope he understands exactly what he's going through. But I you know, my kid is a very smart individual, and he switched paths on me like this, you know, which I was hoping for him to do that. I wanted him to continue with the legacy. So now that he's here, I just got to do my job. I just got to make sure that I prepare him right. And once I do that, I'm sure he will be bigger and better than his old man.
Man, they're telling me we've got to wrap it up. I could talk to you for hours, Ray. But I'll do one silly question here from the comment section. We'll go from Joey. What would a 619 style pizza be like? What goes on a 619 pizza?
We'll probably throw in a couple of these falcons on the side, made out of just like design them out of the cheese.
Okay.
You know, and I think just personally, I would probably scrape a little bit of the leather off my boot.
Oh, okay.
And just kind of like grind it on top like it was some kind of a condiment.
Okay, that's just, I mean, that's
incredible, right?
Not what I was thinking, but I mean, I'm not going to tell. That is what a 619 pizza is right there, right? Always original, right?
Yes.
Wrestling, clothing, movies, everything.
Everything, always. OG.
Ray,
Thank you,
my friend. Wow, all right. And they're shuffling. Aaron Van Wagenen, yes, one of the producers here. Wonderful. Hi, Eric. Nick Hausman from WrestleZone. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Good to be here.
Eric, we are live on WrestleZone's Facebook page right now.
I've never been live before.
And I don't have a tripod. I've got this like mobile stabilizing thing.
I see.
So I've been like shifting about. I think I'm driving
That
Adriana
actually
crazy.
really works really well.
Yeah, you want to take it?
Yeah.
As a producer, I'm really like, I'm happy that you got excited about my technology.
I'm always looking for new technology. Maybe we can utilize this somehow in the temple. We'll see.
This is called an Osmo mobile stabilizing device, right? And I don't want to put ideas in your head, but you know, give a couple fans these. You get the live shot from the crowd.
It's a new level of selfie, that thing.
Yeah, and look, it's got the cool little joystick there, so you can control with your finger.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
wow,
absolutely.
Very cool.
I know. And then the trigger just resets it. And
if you have shaky hands like I do, this is like a godsend.
That's why I got it, Eric, because like I'm always going to these conventions and stuff, and I'm walking around the show floor, and it looks like Blair Witchy, you know, when you're doing the Facebook Live stuff. So this is the hybrid here. So hey, let's talk innovation with Lucha Underground, right? This is a nice organic transition here.
Nice
do you want to
segue.
I can tell you're enjoying this. Do you want to keep playing with it?
Yeah.
I'll take it from you, like whatever.
All right, I'll give it to you. Because
Okay.
you know what you're doing more than I do. I'll probably shut it off.
That's probably really not true. So, by the way, we've got some questions here that are coming in from live fans. A lot of stuff a lot of questions here. People really got to get to the bottom, Eric. Your show is very popular.
Wow. Well, I'm happy to hear it. I hope everyone's watching it on Netflix.
Yeah. So, the Netflix deal, how has that been for you guys? I mean,
It's been amazing. It's actually great for me to see it because I have the El Rey channel, but I don't have it in high definition. So people who have DirecTV and don't get El Rey in HD, it's good to go back and watch episodes in high def.
Yeah.
And see them again and watch your favorite matches. So
absolutely,
it's good to go back and see some of my favorite moments.
Is that something you always wanted for Lucha Underground? Was for it to be able to be binge watched like this?
Yeah, and I think we've always had it with that in mind. We know that El Rey Network is not a channel that is as widely received as a lot of other channels, and so that's the good and the bad of being with El Rey. I mean, we're with probably the most supportive, most creative, most fun network I think on television.
Right.
The downside is that we don't have a large viewer base. So we've always from the beginning wanted a second option for people to watch it. We had it a little bit with iTunes, but you have to pay for that specifically.
Right.
But on Netflix, people can sit and binge watch it, and we have. We will soon have over 100 episodes, so that's a lot of binge watching.
Yeah, and that's the questions I saw coming in here. Are we going to get more seasons of Lucha Underground? Are they going to go up kind of when they finish on TV as soon as that on Netflix?
I mean, I think the fact that the president of the El Rey Network is here today. He came all the way to Chicago for this panel. That bodes well usually for a pickup, so I would feel pretty confident. The fact that Daniel Tibbetts is here in Chicago today and sitting right over there.
Yeah, I don't want to show him off. It's behind the scenes,
the fact that he's here tells me that he's behind the project and he's behind the show.
Oh, that's awesome. What's another? I'm trying to pair names here. I'm getting questions in so quickly here. This was from Alex. Alex wants to know. We can wrap it up. I'll do one question with Eric. Yeah, we'll do. Okay, great. Oh, well, one more question, I guess. We'll grab one here from the chat room area. This is from Alex. Alex wants to know, Eric, what's your favorite Lucha Underground match of all time?
God, that's a really hard one. Can I say I'm going to narrow it down to two, but they both involve. No. I would say the original Grave Consequences is up there. But I love the match with the Black Lotus Triad, the Pentagon Dark against the three Japanese female wrestlers. I know it was controversial, a lot of people hated it, but I loved that episode.
Awesome. Eric, thank you very much for taking the time. And thanks for playing with my stuff, man.
I want to get the name of this thing because it's pretty awesome. I love it.
Thank you very much. See, that tickles me, right? That means you guys are getting the good stuff here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like to deliver high quality.
Fun.
Thank you, Eric. Yes. Wow, Eric Van Wagner, guys. Yes, we're about to have Dorian on right now. Dorian, the producer, I think he's the president. We're going to get him on here in just a second. But ask a whole bunch of questions, guys. Fill them up. We've still got more talent to go. Producers, creative types, wrestlers from Lucha Underground chatting with us here. We're at the press event in Chicago, Illinois at C2E2. You got the nice El Rey behind us right here. I'm Nick Hausman from WrestleZone at WZ Rebel over on Twitter. If you guys want to go give me a like there. We've been having a great time here so far. Rey Mysterio, Johnny Mundo, Taya, Melissa Santos, the whole crew has just been great. I see Vampiro standing right over there. I know that we're going to get him here for a couple minutes as well, and just keep this gravy train rolling. Who's the next podcast guest? You guys want to actually? Should I make a big announcement here? This Wednesday, as part of the WrestleZone Weekly, I'm going to be interviewing Kurt Angle. That's right. Kurt Angle's going to be on WrestleZone this week. And every Kurt, it'll come out it'll be out on Wednesday with the rest of WZ Weekly when I talk about the news and stuff. And then Bischoff this week is supposed to have a big guest as well. I'm not allowed to announce that one until Monday. And then Bill Apter, I think he wants to have Rey on this week. And I actually would like more time to talk with Rey Mysterio because he was just a really cool dude. And he answered our pizza question. More pizza questions, by the way. I think that's all right. And then our good buddy Justin Barrasso from Sports Illustrated is over there. So here we go. All right, I think they're bringing somebody over right now. Hi, Dorian. Nice to meet you. Good. Cool. I'm Nick. Wow, nice to meet you, Vampiro, right? Yeah. So, oh my God. Right. Here, I will. You guys. This is. I don't know. This is the least comfortable way I think maybe to do an interview, right? Like I guess I can maybe do this. That's probably a little bit easier, right? Easy. Okay, great, wonderful. Dorian, thank you very much for taking the time. Man, wow, you guys are like the cornerstones of Lucha Underground, right? I mean. Oh wait, there we go. Sorry, this is good. We figured it out. I just feel bad because I don't have a tripod, so I'm like invading everybody else's turf.
No, don't worry. We're happy because we just bought that DJI from Mexico. So.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
The mobilizer or whatever.
Exactly.
See, that's the real star of all my interviews so far has been the technology. Anyway, let's talk Lucha Underground. You guys are now on Netflix. You're here at C2E2. I feel like the fans are more rabid now for this product than ever before, right? You're getting more viewers. What's it been like to see Lucha Underground kind of see this new wave of excitement around it with all the new viewers finding it for the first time?
Basically, I think with Lucha Underground, the thing that we have, or the product that we have created, something really special. You know, with all these vignettes, with all these cinematic vignettes that our friend Skip Chesson is making, we are like giving to the wrestling business a new way of how to visualize what is going to happen. We are trying to enter much more in a Marvel universe, presenting all these Mexican wrestlers to a worldwide audience. Right now, with our deal with the Rey Network, with Netflix, with Amazon, with iTunes, we are trying to find exactly which are going to be the next way to make the distribution of our product. But I think we are super happy and we are really glad that our fans are getting bigger and better in every place, you know?
Absolutely.
I have been in Japan in the last couple of months and the people is really engaged with the product. We have been in Asia, we have been in Europe, we're going to be on May in Germany. So basically we are trying to expand the richness of our product to everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, Vampiro, you have had such a career, man. I mean, always enjoyed watching you. You are like gritty, kind of scary, very scary man. What has been different for you at Lucha Underground than other promotions that you've worked with in the past?
I think the environment, there's other wrestling companies, the old school political way of doing things behind the camera doesn't exist here. Being that we're taking a tradition that's over 100 years old, and we are with partners like the Rey Network, like with MGM, with Baba G, with big name people like Robert Rodriguez and Mr. Barnett, and Dorian's experience, like Dorian's, there was a grandfather and then his uncle and then here. So all of these generations of people and this different way of presenting things, we've avoided the speed bumps of the politics that are usually involved, like when WCW or ECW or WWE. That really is not existing here. Things are a lot more friendly. They're a lot more professional. We know where we're going. We know what we're doing and why we are doing it. So it's so much better as a workplace.
You really talk about like the work environment, and like that's a big thing right now. I feel like with wrestling fans is like, what it's like to be backstage. We've heard a lot of reports recently about, the old guard, the way that, people used to treat each other in wrestling. And do you feel like you're kind of resetting the table with the attitude at Lucha Underground? Because there's, it's a TV show. It's not a wrestling company,
It's much more a TV show, of course. I think we are trying to to expand the wrestling business in another ways. Maybe what happened if we start to create a spin-offs and with all the intellectual property and all the mythology that is created behind Lucha Underground. But talking about the wrestlers, I think the best thing that could happen to Lucha Underground is to put all this talent together.
Yeah.
And to have all this talent is not so easy,
No,
to
it's
have
not
all
easy.
this from America, from Mexico, from South Africa, people like Angelico, people like DJ Black, or even to bring some wrestlers as Alberto El Patron or Rey Mysterio to be part of this TV show. It's something unique. And yes, we love our talent. We try to have in Lucha Underground a really comfortable place to work, and that's part of this business. It's part of how we are in this new era, trying to give them the respect that they deserve, and to allow them to be in some another indie promotions to make what they can do. Because basically, as you said, right now at this moment, Lucha Underground is much more a TV show.
Now, tell me a little bit about this relationship you guys just announced, AAA and Impact Wrestling. I'll end on that. I'm being told we got to wrap it up. I know that you've commented on it recently.
Don't worry. It's like basically the thing that we are going to do is we are working as companies, helping them to have more distribution in Latin America, and they're going to help us to have distribution in North America as AAA.
Right.
And basically we are going to exchange talent and exchange some storylines, but with the talent that is signed with AAA, with Impact and Impact from AAA. Basically, it doesn't involve right now our IP or our mythology that we have created with Lucha Underground.
Right.
But it's something really, really cool that we can create bridges with all the different companies.
Absolutely.
As Impact, as AAA, as Lucha Underground. Right now, we are in the baby steps. We will have more news in the next following months. But it's something that we are really happy to start to create all these bridges with all these new promotions.
Awesome. Anything else, Vampiro?
Yeah, just real, obviously, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
But just so you can understand it a little better, if you go back to the mid-'70s and you had all the old school rock bands, big bands, arena bands at that time, to get into being a big band and you didn't have radio play and all that kind of stuff, you really weren't going to go anywhere. But then all of a sudden, the Ramones happened, and it changed the world of music.
Right.
If you were asking me what it's like with the old guard behind the scenes in wrestling, that's what it would be like. These old dinosaur type guys mentally that are just doing something that is for them, not the fans.
and then the Ramones came, and we just changed the world.
I love it, man. I love music. I love the Ramones. I love that you guys are punk rock wrestling. It's like the coolest thing. I love y'all.
But English Lucha Libre say Ramones, not Ramones.
Little Ramones. All right, I gotta go. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry I chat with you all day.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Awesome. My best piece. Yes. All right. Well, I don't know what's next, and I think I maybe have entered everybody here. So I don't know that they're gonna have me interview anybody else. So we'll wait here just a moment, and then if we're done, we're done. But if not, keep sending your questions in, guys. I absolutely loved, by the way, Vampiro's. See that Vampiro's saying nice things about the tech right now. I'm like so excited about that. Yeah, I love the Ramones analogy there from Vampiro. Just, I mean, that's so badass, right? Like, Lucha Underground is punk rock wrestling, so it makes a whole lot of sense. You should watch it. Find it on Netflix. Go find it on El Rey. I know I'm more excited to go watch Lucha Underground after today's little interaction here. So, is that it? Done? That's it, guys. Man, Adriana here, she's the best. She helped set this all up for us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Share this around. Give us more thumbs up. Give us smiley faces. Give us hearts. You guys are awesome at WrestleZone.com. I'm going to be doing a little bit of coverage here of the Lucha Underground panel in just a couple hours for C2E2 here. So we'll have photos and more news up on the Twitter feed throughout the day as well. And that's it, everybody. That's all, folks. Goodbye.